let's go record the podcast. I am wearing a cute pattern top. We're gonna see how it looks on camera. My hair's up. Makeup, it's one of those days where the makeup isn't sticking right to my face. There's nothing I can do about it. Why is that so hard? I'm shaking still. Very excited because we got a reservation at the Louis Vuitton Cafe and I've been wanting to go. Ben's available today, middle of the day, which is rare. So we're going for like a little lunch brunch moment and I wanted to show you guys my outfit. I quickly just dried my hair, did the Dyson Airwrap. I used mousse today to try to make my hair more voluminous and I kind of like it, even though it is all blending into one look right now with all black, and I need to fix this. This is supposed to be like a pretty bow situation, but for some reason, it is just looking a little lopsided right now, but I think maybe I pull this through here to get it to like, yeah, this looks right. This is from Favorite Daughter. I love it. Saving it for a special day, even though I vowed to myself that I'm gonna stop saving outfits because I feel like I save outfits, then I never end up wearing them. This cardigan, I was like, I need to save this for the right look. I mean, I have to say, I feel like going to the Louis Vuitton Cafe, that this is the right vibe. This skirt was it's from Artless Forever. I think this is like their collection that Kit did with them. And then I'm wearing my fleece lined tights. So these they look like they're, you know, like the sheer type of tights where like that's my leg underneath, but I'll link the ones I got. They are all fuzzy on the inside and they fit really comfortably. I wonder how they'll wear over time, you know, because I think, you know, you should wash these because they're like fleece lined. They're more like a pant than a tight, but to the naked eye, they would look like a tight. Just like that, we're ready to go. Let's go over to Midtown and head over there. Burger. It came with fries. It's gorge. Very cool. The books and everything that they have. Like the combinations of the colors. Okay, I got a new perfume, which I'll show you when I get home. Now we're in the Bergdorf men's. Intending to buy anything? I might be getting a gift for someone. They have very cool stuff. Look at this, Game of Life. The PR box I just got, this is so funny. It's Dunkin' and Native collab and they sent the donuts of the like scents of them. We have to try it and see. That's crazy. And I got this one from Band-Aid, which I'm excited. Always need Band-Aids. Okay. The Macy's in Brooklyn is closing. 50% off everything. Let's see if we can find anything good. Very, very cute, and they're 20% off, so look at this sparkle, that's fun. It's still a really good selection, but it's still only 20% off. Nothing held back, they have to get rid of it all. The Coach bags, of course, are only 10% off, but they have the cutest styles of these. So fun, love that one. And I like these shoulder bags, but only 10% off, it's not enough. Good selection of like men's clothing, I feel like. Sales on all of like the appliances, really good sales here. We went to Trader Joe's. This is just a little overview of what we got. These are my favorite protein bars. What else? Oh, we're trying some new snacks. I like these olives, like a little packet of olives. Those are great. Got some like chip thingies for this dip. Some more like vegetables and things like that. This is just one bag. Oh, I got toothbrushes for when guests are over because I realized that I don't have any and these were like $2. So I can just keep them in the guest room, which is nice to have. Fresh tulips. If you listen to our episode of the podcast where we talk about like little luxuries, I say that I always like to have fresh flowers, and I really, really do. I got a boogie though because I got to get ready. We are recording a podcast with Katie this week, which is so exciting. We're like a little bit ahead, not really, but we are recording 2 episodes this week because we're gearing up for tour. Come see us on tour. I can put a graphic here with the remaining shows and when they are, and it's not too late to get your tickets, so come out and see us. We're gonna have so much freaking fun. I'm wearing my Uniqlo Heat Tech. I was just wearing this like as like a base layer, and I'm wearing my sweatpant jeans, but I'm thinking that I'll throw like a sweater on over for the recording. I am so sore from solid core yesterday. Insane. Like I remember I took the intro class, so this is my first real class at solid core. Second class. I'm so sore. Like my ribs are sore. I'm sore in places I didn't even know I could be sore. But it feels really good. I'm gonna go back with a friend on Saturday to another class. I think if I can integrate it a few times a week, it would be really good for me. I don't know if it will be my like everyday workout, but at the same time, I could see how you could like get addicted, especially to the results. The actual class itself, a little boring, but you know, the results are good. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the new perfume I got yesterday too. Because I decided, before we even went shopping, I was like, you know, I think my objective today is to get like my 2025 perfume, my scent. And I kind of had some ideas. You know, the perfume department salespeople, they're persuasive. They are persuasive. Okay, whoops. Where did the day go? I redid my makeup hours ago. We recorded an episode of the podcast and I realized I never showed you guys the perfume. Maison Francis Kurdijan, I think that's how you pronounce the last name. I literally asked them yesterday, I was like, can you just remind me how you pronounce it again? This is the same fragrance company that does Baccarat. So I know that I really like that. And I was like, do you have anything like similar but different? And this is totally different, but I just smelt a bunch of them and the sales associate was like, oh, you know, this one's pretty popular. It's definitely way more feminine. I just felt good about this brand because, you know, I've had perfumes from them before. Nice bottle. This is the Gentle Fluidity scent. It's really nice. It's very feminine. I don't even know how to describe to you guys like notes and stuff, but completely different than Baccarat. Like it is just so different, and this is going to be my new perfume for the year. Not only perfume. I mean, I don't use like a variety of scents. I'm not necessarily like, oh, what vibe am I feeling today about perfume? But I feel like this, I want to make like my signature scent of the year, assuming I don't get sick of it and assuming that it wears well. Really great. Yeah, they had a deal yesterday for bergdorfs. If you spend a certain amount of money, you get it back in a gift card. And I bought someone that I work with a gift, and I think I qualify for the gift card, so that's exciting. Just watched a new episode of Beast Games and Traders. They both come out on Thursday. So good. Traders, you guys know, is my favorite, and Ben and I have been watching Beast Games on Amazon Prime. That's also really good. Reality competition shows, but different. If any of you guys watch Deal or No Deal Island, please tell me, because I love a reality competition show and I've heard good things, but never watched. That's really it for now. I'm gonna update you guys. Tomorrow we'll talk more about books, other things. Living my best life, really sore from solid core. And I'm gonna go back on Saturday, which is really brave of me. Truly. I'm gonna wash up and go to bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Next day. It is Friday. It's cold here in New York, man. To show you guys, I got some flowers yesterday. I got some tulips. I love when they start to open. They look so pretty. Tulips, I feel like remind me of spring, even though it is dead of winter. Something I'm doing to stay healthy this winter. This sounds like it's gonna be an ad, but it's not. Ben has been sick with a bit of a cold. I feel like a lot of my friends are sick with colds, and knock on wood, I want to say I'm staying healthy because I'm taking these every day. My friend Clara Purse, I feel like first told me about these. I've talked about them before, but they're the wellness formula tablets. They are horse pills, they're enormous. Make sure you get the tablets and not the capsules. Those ones are gross. These are still pretty gross. You take 3 of them a day. You could take more. I think you could take them like every few hours, but I just take 3 a day. Knock on wood, like I said, like these are keeping me going strong. So I just want to say that. They have a ton of like vitamin C and vitamins and stuff. I feel like the catch is just that they're big pills and they like do leave a little bit of a flavor in your mouth. It's not the best. If it works, it works. I'm so cold, I put on this fleece. I'm wearing this tank top from this brand Tank Air. I saw people talking about them on TikTok, and I love a good like spaghetti strap tank for just being casual, layering and stuff, and they're really good, I will say that. Gotta do laundry. Oh, this is what they look like. This is another one of the tank tops. Tank Air. They're not cheap, but someone said you could wear them without a bra, and it's true. They're really stretchy, but like kind of that material that, I don't want to say sucks you in, but it's like more of a compression. I love like this cutie little red tank top with like a pair of jeans. Once it gets like warmer outside, for now, for layering, it's great. Like you could wear it like out on a walk too. Multi-use. Gotta put away some laundry. I have even more coming out. I just did like a a laundry fest the past like 2 days, but haven't folded or put anything away. I just was like, let me just wash it first. Caught up with my mom on the phone. I feel like this week was a really like random, I can't believe it's already Friday. I feel like I blinked and this week went by. That's crazy. But I feel like this week was a very random week because I wasn't necessarily planning on being here, but here I am. You know, we had to move around shows due to the wildfires in LA, which I feel like was a really good call. I feel really good about that decision just because we don't need to be there. There's just no need to do that right now. So that show is rescheduled. That's going to be in April. Get your tickets if you want to come. But we are going to Miami and Atlanta next week, so Gals in the Go live show tour. So I feel like it's been a lot of like mental prep for that. I want to do a little book club / talk about the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. I really want to start doing a book club here on YouTube. And a lot of you guys have given me good ideas to do like a sort of monthly live Zoom on here, and maybe I can invite on a guest, whether that be like my mom or someone, maybe like one of my influencer friends or just one of my friends in general. Oh, also ignore all the cleaning products that are over there. We had to take everything out from under the sink because we're having a little bit of a leak. Home ownership, it's so fun. No, it really is so fun. It's just there's things that come up. I want to start doing a book club here on YouTube, and I feel like you guys have said that a live, maybe once a month would be fun. This way the chat could be active and, you know, it's not just me talking at you guys. It could be more of like a dialogue and a discussion about the book. I guess stay tuned because maybe I'll pick one for next month. We could start off. Probably should have started in January, but you know, nobody's perfect. And I definitely want to give everybody like plenty of time to read because I know some people are slower readers than others. Like, you know, you only read 10 pages a day, whatever it is. So you want to have like a month to read it, you know? Regardless if you are a reader or not, I highly encourage you to pick up this book or download it. I think it's like sold out a lot of places. My mom had pre-ordered 2 copies and got it for me for the holidays because she's a big fan of Mel Robbins, and so am I. I went through a phase of being like so into self-help books. I have gone through many phases like that actually. Definitely one in high school, definitely one in college, definitely one like after college trying to find myself, like reading all of the self-help books, and there's definitely some great ones. There's some that have really stuck with me, but for the most part I find them kind of preachy and boring. This one, she's different. She stands out. It makes me want to read Mel Robbins' other books. You've probably heard her on podcasts. I feel like she did like the podcast circuit recently, like talking about this book. And yeah, you can get like the main messages from those interviews, but at the same time, I feel like she just goes so much more into detail in the book about the Let Them theory. I guess there were like 2 main themes that really stuck out to me. I just want to encourage you to read it, but I'll talk about the 2 main themes because she goes into depth about, you know, romantic relationships, friendships, family, just sort of how to apply this theory to everything. And it's essentially just letting people be who they are. Like we have an innate idea to want to control people or have them, not control like psychological control, but to get people to want to behave in a way that, you know, you would behave. And that's what causes a lot of like stress and anxieties. And when you just like release and let people be who they are and like have that fundamental understanding of like, hey, they're making decisions that I wouldn't make, but they are also not me. Like, and you know, that's who they are. So it's kind of like the let them and let me. So it's like let them be themselves, but also like let me distance myself from this person, or let me, you know, be a good example to them if they're like, you know, someone in your life that has maybe destructive habits. So the 2 ways that stood out to me. Number 1 is just letting people have their opinions of you. And you would think after all these years of doing this online that I really am like, I don't give a fuck. And I feel like it fluctuates. Like it definitely fluctuates. Like some days I am so hypercritical and I'm just like picking myself apart, like hair by hair. And then sometimes I'm like, literally who cares? Like I don't care, you know, I'm good. And if you have anything to say, it doesn't matter because I'm living this amazing, happy life. And I feel like that's the human experience, is like going back and forth between the 2. But she really just has such good points of like, if you want to, you know, do something and like put yourself out there, sort of just going full force and doing it. And it's like, okay, what? So someone's gonna like judge you for posting your little videos or for trying a new hobby, or like, who cares, you know? Life is too short, essentially. And I feel like I've been beat over the head with that lesson a million times of just like, who cares, go for it, who cares, go for it. And my mom and dad have honestly always been very like pro that, and just doing your own thing and like, you know, you being proud of you. So I feel like that is one of my like core beliefs truly, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, like I do, you know, like words impact me, I'm a human, but she kind of just goes into it to just kind of like letting things like sort of wash off your back and not putting stake into it. And just the way that she described it with the personal storytelling really resonated with me. I think that she's just so inspirational. And she's so like raw and real, which I like. I feel like a lot of like self-help people are very, this is a generalization for sure, but it's very like, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm perfect and I do all these things. And she's like, look, I turned my life around at 40. Mel Robbins. So that's why I think she's so great. And then sort of the other part that really resonated with me is friendship. I have a lot of really good friends in my life, but I've definitely noticed a lot of just general friendship transitions as I've entered my late 20s. Recently, I started like kind of spiraling about it a little bit. I was just like really in my head about honestly like thinking of like my birthday party this year, thinking about having a birthday dinner, and I'm like, oh, okay, how many people would come? And I'm like, wow, I literally think I would have like 4 or 5 people at my birthday dinner. To some people you might be like, yeah, that's like normal. But I guess I've just always had like a larger friend group, whether that be like at home or college. It was definitely quality friendships for sure, like for sure. But I feel like it was just like the numbers were larger. But I was also just younger. People were more available. Some friendships have like definitely come and gone naturally and not due to any like major fallout or anything, just because like, you know, we're in different places and like priorities change. I have so many friends that don't live in the city, that like in my city, so I have to keep that in mind too. But this just made me think more critically about it. I feel like also for a long time I was pretty closed off to new friendships, or I would be willing to meet new people, but I'd be like, yeah, like I have a place in my life for like maybe a few friends, but like I like should make more friends in Brooklyn. Like I don't know if this is like embarrassing or sad to admit, but I'll say it, like I don't have any friends in this building yet. None. Like literally none. Like there's not one that I could like text or do anything. I mean, I say hi to my neighbors. I know the names of some of them, I guess. It's never gone deeper than like name and like, oh, this is my boyfriend. We live together. Yeah. I really would like to do that this year. Like that's definitely really important to me. And it's vulnerable and scary putting yourself out there, making friends as an adult, which is something that I never thought would bother me or scare me because I just have never really had a problem making friends. But she has a whole section on like adult friendship. It really, really struck a chord with me. So if you're in a similar position, maybe I'm coming to understand that this isn't just something that you deal with in your 20s. I think there's like a big life change in your 20s that a lot of people are going through that, but she speaks about like moving to a new like suburban neighborhood and kind of having the same thing happen. I feel like it's a universal message that like we all sort of need to hear. She also talks about comparison, which is a big theme in your 20s, I think. She talks about how comparison is really fundamentally jealousy, because you want something that they have. It's almost like the universe showing you that that exists and that you can achieve that thing. So, you know, I think about it in my job. I'm like, oh darn, like that person, you know, is working with this really cool brand that I use every day, that I would love to work with them. And I could sit here and be jealous and be like, she doesn't deserve it. Why would she get that job over me? Or I could just say, that's amazing. This company, clearly they have budget. Like clearly they're working with people, and continue to organically post and tag them and just stay in my lane and work hard and stay focused, I guess, and not really like dwell in the jealousy and the comparison of like, oh, well, I'm a flop. I didn't get that job and they did. Or, you know, oh, I did this a ton. I know when I was single. And let me just tell you, I'm learning as I get older, there's a lot of people in unhappy relationships, a lot. And I feel like a lot of people are just settling in a relationship, and I think it's easy to be single and compare yourself and be like, oh my gosh, like all my friends around me are in a relationship, or, you know, woe is me, whatever. I feel like you just need to channel that into you and like know that it means that that's because something's important to you. Like you're placing like value and significance on that thing if you are feeling jealous and like comparing yourself. Hope that makes sense. So she talked about Let Them. It was like originally a podcast episode that she did on her podcast. So you can go listen to that before you even pick up the book if you want to like see. And she shows all of the people that got Let Them tattooed on them. This is just some, but how crazy. It is a really good reminder though. My mom is still reading the book and I was like, you gotta finish it. And she's like, Brooke, I'm really reading it slow and intentionally because I'm trying to apply everything like to my life as I read it. And I definitely didn't take that approach. I was like, let me read the whole thing because I'm really enjoying it and then we'll work backwards, I guess. Love her. Highly suggest. I'm going to give this, I think, 4.75 out of 5 just because self-help is my favorite genre. So like I feel like it's never going to be 5 out of 5, but I feel like this is going to be the type of book that I like think back on often. For sure. Lots of good info in here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to get so deep. I feel like when I read fiction, it's not quite that deep, but definitely suggest. Now I'm reading Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and it comes out I think April 1st. So, and then I'm gonna keep going through my stack of books that I showed in my last vlog. So that's on that. Also, can I mention, I gave myself a blowout a few days ago, and you know, hair is a journey. I'm working on like learning how to really properly do my hair, but I used mousse for the first time at home. I feel like when I go get my hair like done, blowout, whatever, they use it. Body and the volume, insane. And I feel like it's from that product. I haven't even like touched it with a heat tool today. I was gonna hit it with like the round brush to flip the ends, but I think I'm gonna go to the gym, so probably not. It's been so cold, it's been like unmotivating to even leave the house to work out. So I think I'm just gonna go to the gym again. And I've just been like incline walking and then going in the sauna, which is fine. Like that's great, you know? It's way better than nothing. Way better than nothing. I like briefly thought about getting a personal trainer this year. Not every day, like maybe like a once a week thing, just to like kind of integrate weight training into my routine. And I'm still considering it. It's obviously quite an investment, but I feel like investing in your body is always worth it. Honestly, my word of the year is health. If you guys didn't listen to the podcast, health in terms of mental health, spiritual health, well-being with my health. I feel like I should be investing in myself and like doing that this year. If any of you guys have any good New York City or specifically Brooklyn trainers, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm looking for someone that has experience with beginner weight training, like can teach me, because I legitimately like could break my back. I feel like if I like pick up a weight that is really heavy, because I just have know nothing about like the form and that sort of stuff. And the gym like scares me. I feel like I walk like that part of the gym, like the weight part of the gym, terrifying. And I hate to sound like a wimp, but like I just don't know what's going on in there, and I never took the time to like learn. I just feel like I always stuck to cardio, or like if I did like light weights and abs, like I would just go off in the side room and like do my thing, and I just never got comfortable with the weights. So now I'm like scared. I could like call my brother and ask him to come over and like help me train, but at the same time like he has a job. No, I need someone whose job it is to teach me how to use the weights. If you know someone, let me know. You guys, the deliveries to the door, I will say, honestly, a really cool part about this job. I love it. They're going so next level with these like to the door deliveries, basically, where they're like, hey, surprise, like we're at your door and we brought you things. They tell you when they're coming, but this is for the Glow Recipe new Cloudberry Bright Moisture Cream. You guys know I love Glow Recipe, and also they bedazzled this one, so how cute. I love anything bedazzled. And they're doing a collab with Leon's Bagels, and I've been wanting to try them. The packaging, and they were like, yeah, you get to keep the tray and everything. Like how, this is so chic. Like I don't even want to eat off it because it's so chic. What's in here? We'll see here. Gorgeous flowers. Oh, more bagels and stuff in here. Okay, cool. Is this more bagels? I think it is. So I think that the flavor is like, it has to do with berries. Oh, that's the spread that has the cloudberry. And then the cutest tote bag with a hat that says nothing fancy. Vouv. Oh my God, this is so bougie. A little mug. Stop, this is so cute. Adorable. Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. Socks, cute. Wow, this is like a whole thing. And orange juice, so I can make mimosas, I guess. Thank you so much, Glow Recipe. This is gorgeous. So I'm gonna open this bagel now and we'll see. I think that it just has the cream cheese on it, is what I had to guess. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. This is stunning.
6.5 hours later.
And just like that, it's time for me to transform into a robot. Red light mask, makeup is off, getting into bed with my book. No, I totally still have to put away my laundry. I don't know why I'm putting this off so much. It's like the folding and the finding places, and I just feel like my closet's like bursting. I feel like I constantly am cleaning it out. There's nothing that like, I don't want to get rid of anything right now. I go through phases of my life where I'm like more willing to part with things and than others where I'm like so attached to objects for like no reason. I understand not wanting to get rid of clothes because they're like meaningful, but at the same time, this is not that issue. It's just pure organization. I did get a storage unit a few weeks ago, and I really want to start storing some clothes there, but I'm going to need to get like airtight bags for them, just because I don't want to say it's not the cleanest place, but like, you know, I'm gonna need to really make sure that everything's like sealed. It's not necessarily a place that I can just have like an open clothing rack for the sake of the garment, you know? So maybe I'll do that. If any of you guys do that, let me know. Like if you have a storage facility, basically it's just like a oversized closet. It's like down the road. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I'll just get like one of those like cheap Amazon like racks for it, and then like plastic garment bags, and like bring some of my clothes there. particularly do that like with like coats. Like when it's like spring and summer, like I'll bring like all my like heavy winter jackets there and like sweaters and stuff. So I want to stop storing so much stuff in my parents' house. They need some space too. Apparently the basement of my parents' house has like all of my stuff, so I need to go home and clean that out one of these days. I will. The book is wonderful so far. I think we're gonna start an Apple TV show tonight. We're between Silo, Severance, and Shrinking, all S's. But I've heard really good things about all three of them. So I think we're gonna flip through and like watch the trailers and try to find one. Start a new show tonight. Friday night in. I feel like I spend most of my weekends in these days, and especially in the winter, and I'm so not mad about it. I have some good plans coming up this weekend. I'm doing like a workout class with a friend, which is nice to have like on the books, but you can't cancel on a workout class when you have someone else going. Or you can, but it makes it a lot harder. We're doing dinner with like another couple. We're going over their house. They're making us dinner. I love being an adult. That's so cute. Yeah, some other fun stuff. I'll be here for now. I feel like I've talked about this set before from Nudes. I love it because like I wanted to put on pajamas, but it was like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock really. And I was like, is it too early for pajamas? I still wanted to feel somewhat cute. I don't really know why, for no particular reason, just wanted to. And I feel like this is still cute because it's like, you know, like a little bit of a tighter long sleeve, but then you still get the pants. If it's still in stock, I'll link down below. Big fan of Nudes. I also got Ben a sweatshirt from there, and it is like the biggest, coziest sweatshirt, so highly suggest. If you're in the market for like, you know, like your boyfriend's birthday gift or something, get him a big cozy sweatshirt from Nudes. I love it. For my night 10 treat, it's like I can't even keep these in the house, even though they're like little minis, because I can't stop. They're so good. So cheers. Oh, welcome.